Hello and welcome back to Cooking Made Easy with Teta Foods. This is Tarek again. And in this episode, I would like to introduce you to a family member that she shares with me the passion for home cooking. This is Rola El-Siblani.
Hi,
Hello. Hi, Rola.
how are you?
We're doing good. And thank you for coming over
It's my
to
pleasure.
share your passion for cooking. One thing I wanted to mention that she has her own Instagram webpage. Uh, it's
Taste and Tell.
tasteandtell.club. It's an amazing webpage. Please feel free to look at it. It'll give you some ideas about recipes and some Lebanese cooking. Today, Rola going to share with us how she acquired her passion about home cooking.
Yeah, so I was born in Kuwait to Lebanese parents. And back then, we're talking about like long time ago. It's a huge expat community. And the highlight of my day as a child was coming home to a home cooked meal. My mom was an exceptional cook. I know everybody thinks that mom is, but I never realized that till I grew up and had to leave and move away from Kuwait to go overseas. I went to the UK first to study and then the US. So even trying Lebanese restaurants there, the food there never compared to my mom's. I also being an expat and away from home, that like makes you really nostalgic for your culture, your home, and there's no bigger connection to your culture and your memories from when you're a child than the food that you experience at home.
It's always the case.
Yeah, so I think like food is our universal love language, or cooking is. And I did learn from my mom. Now thinking about it is like the way she showed us affection was through cooking really good food. And this is the way I know how to deliver my affection to my kids, my family, my spouses, our friends, everybody. I love to feed people.
It always brings people together and it brings love.
It is. It's,
Yeah.
Who's in a bad mood around a great meal, you know?
Yes. Nobody.
So yeah, so that's what I all of a sudden like decided, like even though I pursued my career as a pharmacist, when I got married, I felt like this is the only way to know how to build a home is cook every day like my mom did.
Yeah.
Home cooked meals, no shortcuts, great meals. So back then it used to um, take me like long distance phone calls. There was no WhatsApp back then. The internet wasn't like rich with like Lebanese recipes and all that. So mom
It reminds me of the 80s. When I came to the States, that's how I got my recipes from my mom. I used to call her, spend $3 a minute on the phone just to get my mom's recipe.
Me too. And that's really how I started like building interest in like acquiring good recipes. First of all, from my mom, she gave me good tips. Then just like, you know, getting to look through like cookbooks and then the food culture expanded and exploded on the internet. So that gave me also a better access. And having kids, I wanted to transmit that love through like cooking and experimenting and all that. So it only expanded my, my food, you know, encyclopedia. Like
By the way, Tarek, mentioning encyclopedia, she has her cookbook that is in the final edit mode, and I'm trying to convince her to release it soon.
Yeah, we're working on that.
Yeah.
And so that's how I decided to, like just pursue this as a side job. At one point it was a main job for me. I just started an Instagram page and all that, and then life gets you distracted sometimes. But yeah, this is I think home cooked meals are very important, and also awareness of life, of like how healthy cooking is, like healthy food, the consumption of food, how it contributes to longevity and all that. So that's all like music to my ears. So,
Definitely, you can see on the table. It's all raw ingredients. You know what you're putting in your food here.
Exactly. Plus, like with Lebanese food, like maybe because Lebanese culture is like in general, Arabic culture is like known for its legendary hospitality, and
so true.
One of the biggest indications or the biggest sign of how hospitable you are is according to an Arab mind, I guess, and how much food you can offer.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, so that's why, like, building all these techniques and being resourceful with offering like really good quality food is, I think, a distinguished trait of a Lebanese person. I'm sure all other Middle Eastern people also feel that way.
Yeah.
But in Lebanon, like, with the emphasis on like healthy eating and good quality food, Lebanese food comes top in my list on what to pick to cook for my family, because not only it's like the food that I grew up on, but it's also full of nutrition. It's organic. People in there are so attached to their land. Everything you grow, you put on your table, like,
Yeah.
farm to table kind of thing. That's the Lebanese.
As you can see, like every item has 7, 8 ingredients, and every ingredients probably have a different type of vitamin and so on,
Yeah.
which is really great for your body.
Yeah.
That's what is healthy. And on my family, I mean, we have some people that died at a younger age, but I have my great grandmother lived over 100.
Wow.
My grandfather, he lived in his late 90s, and all of them, this is what they ate. The vegetables and produce and a little bit of protein every day, and nothing really processed with chemicals out of the bottle ready meals. That's
Or maybe that's why you insist on like having fresh ingredients even in your Teta food, like dressings and things.
it's so true. It's that's how I decided myself to go to the old fashioned again about preserving the food through using vinegar, which is the old-fashioned way. I remember even my grandmother making cider vinegar. She used to show me how she used to put the apple in water and let them sit in the sun, and that's the best cider vinegar ever. I have so many stories I can talk forever.
I'm sure you can.
So in this episode, Rola gonna share with us the most popular salads in the Lebanese food. One of them is the tabouli, and the second one is the fattoush. So we're gonna start with the tabouli and.
So tabouli, actually, I don't know if we can call it Lebanese anymore because it became an international dish. Like everybody knows tabouli.
I agree. It is an international dish now.
So actually, the ingredients, just like with, like I want to say, Lebanese food or Arabic food in general is very forgiving. So the ingredients, you don't have to really like, you know, worry about them too much, like the quantities or the ratios. It's all eyeballing basically. So with the tabouli, you just need like depending on how many people you're serving. So it's just me and Tarek today. So I use one bunch of parsley, if you can see. And with the tabouli, the main thing that you focus on here is how fine the vegetables are diced. So the parsley, you dice it really fine. But if you can't get it to be that fine, you can do it coarser. It's fine. It's gonna taste just the same.
I have a question for you. Sorry to interrupt
Sure.
you. For the parsley, there are two different kinds of parsley.
Oh, right.
The curly and I think the Italian.
The Italian parsley is what we go for in Lebanon.
Yeah.
And that's the only parsley you see in Lebanon, actually. The curly one was a new introduction, I think.
Yeah.
But that's what I use, and I think it tastes
flavorful too.
I think it tastes better. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just then again, it's a personal preference how it tastes. And then you add the diced tomatoes. I pre-made everything, because we don't have like fully functioning kitchen, just for demonstration. So like for each bunch of parsley, you do like one tomato. So here, diced really fine, so I'm gonna add it. This is, I think, more than one tomato, so I'm just gonna add this much.
Now you can still modify the recipe if you like. You don't like much tomato in it. You can put less or more.
You can exactly. I mean, like we said, it's very forgiving. There's no like specific.
That's what is home cooking.
Exactly.
You adjust things to your exact
taste.
Yeah.
Onions also is a good ingredient here. Green onions are normally used. I use green onions and shallots. You can use like green onions by themselves. You can use shallots by themselves. You can use just yellow onions, whatever, but diced really fine too. And you just add a little bit to the salad. You can always add more or less according to your preference. And a key Lebanese ingredient always in all the salads, I think almost, is the mint. Now we call it
fresh mint. That's a key ingredient.
Yeah, that I picked from my backyard this morning.
Mint, it's easy to grow in your backyard. You don't even to water it with our heat waves. They still can grow.
Exactly. And last but not least is the cracked wheat. We call it burghun. Usually, actually, traditionally, you can soak it in some lemon juice beforehand. I didn't want to do it way beforehand, but then you can like soak it like right when you start chopping your vegetables. So by that time, it's fully soaked.
Probably about like 15 minutes. I would
Yeah,
say
10
15
minutes.
to,
You can add it to the salad. Here, we need a spoon for that.
you can use that. Yeah.
And also the cracked wheat, you can eat, like for me, with each bunch of parsley, you do 1 tablespoon. You can add always more if you like it or less. It's all personal preference. Some lemon juice and olive oil. Here again, we're not like measuring, we're just eyeballing here, just like maybe 2 tablespoons.
And always remember, home cooking, you always taste,
Bit of
and then
salt.
you add more of whatever you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Black pepper and extra virgin olive oil. Olive oil here, like for any Lebanese salad or probably any salad, the extra virgin olive oil, good grade olive oil is a must in this recipe. Because that's what you want, the flavor, the lemon and the oil to be pronounced in the flavor.
Now, the extra virgin olive oil, you can actually taste the olives, you can smell them.
Exactly.
And it makes a whole difference in the flavor. When you use light olive oil, you miss a lot of flavor. Now, by the way, myself, the tabouli, I like to eat it in only one way. And I think Rola, when she gets done, she's going to share it with us and show me.
Sometimes, there's so many variations to the tabouli. So this is I'm showing you the traditional way of doing it, where like Tarek said here, you can like enjoy it with like a fork and a knife or just lettuce, cabbage. But also there's variations to it where people actually use, like sometimes I like to add pomegranate seeds on top just for like looks. But there's like, now when I visit Qatar, Doha, Qatar a lot. My husband works there a lot and travels there. And in the restaurant there, some restaurants they serve like pineapple tabouli, where it's parsley. Instead of the tomato, they use pineapple.
It's a sweet version.
And pomegranate, and it's excellent.
Yeah,
it's really good.
It's
Okay,
just
we're gonna taste this.
Flavor.
We're gonna taste this. See if there's anything.
You are the chef. I'll let you taste it.
We're gonna
And
taste
then when you tell me it's good,
it like that. With
so
this.
That's the way to eat tabouli, with the lettuce wrap. This is the most delicious way.
Mhm.
Can I try it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. شوية حامض وزيت كل شيء. فيك تقول طيبة كثير.
Well, as a food critic, it tastes delicious, but I can add more olive oil to it.
Yeah, and
Some people have dietary restriction. Myself, I soak things with olive oil.
It doesn't.
That's one of my favorites. But everything else is fantastic, Rola.
صحتين. Here we go. I also sometimes when we have like a gathering and I want to make the tabouli maybe the centerpiece of the salad section that I make, I sometimes like to serve it
That's the cabbage, yeah.
in a red cabbage. So yellow cabbage is the go-to actually, but for just presentation, I think the contrast in color is amazing. You can just serve it like that as individual pieces and enjoy.
That looks delicious. I'm gonna try to taste it again with the rest of the piece of lettuce. This is delicious.
Just watch out for your parsley teeth. It's good.
Excellent.
Good. Glad to know.
Well, now we are done with the tabouli. This is how tabouli is made.
It's my favorite salad in the world, tabouli. Mm-hmm.
As we mentioned that you can adjust the recipe to whatever you like. You can, there is no perfect recipe in the world. Everybody, they have their own taste buds.
Right.
and everybody likes the food in certain ways. But however, the foundation, she gave us the foundation of the key ingredients that I used, and you can modify and add or take. Now, the next recipe, she's going to be talking about the fattoush, and that's my favorite salad. I grew up on it, and at the end of this recipe, I'll be telling you the story of how I made the Teta food salad dressing. It'll be a really interesting story to tell.
Actually, there's a debate on which salad is the top salad in the Lebanese cuisine. Is it tabouli or fattoush? Some people are fattoush team, like Tarek here, and I'm a tabouli team.
The different to me,
But both accent, we love them both.
the only thing is about the tabouli, it's more geared towards the sourness, the lemon juice. This one with the fattoush, the way we make it, there are different versions. Now, Rola gonna show us her version, and then I'll talk about my version of the tabouli, of the fattoush salad.
Fattoush actually can vary so much because, but we're gonna show the authentic way of doing it. Fattoush usually is considered like the sister of tabouli because the ingredients are very similar.
Yes.
Lettuce, chopped lettuce, and then we add parsley. Also, same Italian parsley that we use on the salad. Actually, the whole one, like a whole one's. The more parsley, the better. Just like tabouli.
Yes.
And the tomatoes, chopped tomatoes. And chopped cucumber here. Actually, some people add cucumber to the tabouli too. That's a new version. Chopped radish, fidget we call it. You wanna maybe just a small.
Yeah, it's the radish. Now, every ingredients that she's shown us, some people like to put a little bit more or less than each one. It doesn't have to be exactly
But
the
those
same.
are the ingredients, and of course the mint, and those are chopped like coarse, not like the tabouli, of course, as you can see. And the onions, green onions here. Also, that's according to preference, how much onions you want to add. And our favorite spice is sumac. That's a key ingredient also in the fattoush, gives it some tartness. Then the lemon juice. Then salt. يخطوا إذا حطينا كتير ملح. Bit of black pepper and olive oil. Did you add the lemon juice?
Yeah, we added the lemon juice. Yeah.
Just mixed. After I mix it, then I add the pita chips, which you can bake the pita chips or you can fry them. I personally like them baked. Like you just wash some olive oil on the pita, put it in the oven at 350 for like 10 minutes, and you get a delicious.
Myself, I prefer the bad stuff for it. I prefer the fried pita chips. And the reason why is, when you put your pita chips, if you mix it now, it gets soggy so fast. It's not crunchy anymore. And the baked ones, they absorb the juice so fast and they get soggy. And myself, I love things that are crispy, crunchy. And the fried pita chips, as you see, they are more crunchy.
I tasted it before I added the thing because you eyeball everything, and then you add your pita chip.
Yeah, you don't want to put the pita chip, as I said, while you have the dressing and mixing. You don't want to get them soggy. You want to keep it everything fresh.
Taste it with us, so good. And you at the restaurants now, you see so many variations. Some people put like pomegranate molasses, garlic, vinegar, people red pepper, green pepper, red cabbage. You play around with your fattoush, but I'm saying this is the authentic way of making it. And then some authentic restaurants only make it this way. But
that looks delicious.
Let's try it and see. You like
Yep. I'm gonna try it.
You want to get you one? Here you go. It's good, huh? Good job. Good job, Tarek. You chopped the
It's
vegetables
excellent.
today.
It's excellent.
Ah, thanks.
Now, she did mention about the differences in the fattoush salad. Some people put pomegranate molasses and put cider vinegar, and she's talking about me. And however, there are things that I personally disagree with when people put a green pepper. Green pepper, it has a very strong after flavor. I think it overcomes the other flavor. You lose the taste of the dressing. You lose the taste of the romaine lettuce. By the way, if you see fattoush salad made with the iceberg lettuce, I personally don't call it fattoush salad. The lettuce, romaine lettuce, has a lot of flavor in it. That's a key ingredient you gotta make sure about. Now, she mentioned her story about when she was in Kuwait, how they ran away from war and how she acquired the passion for food. I'm gonna tell you my side of the story, where everybody asked me, where did I come up with the name Teta? Well, I grew up in wars too in Lebanon. And one time we had to go to Syria for 2 years. And at that time, I lived with my grandmother. And her nickname was Teta. Teta means like grandma in Arabic. Yeah. And her real name is a little bit complicated. Her real name is Ibtihaj. Ibtihaj, it means a smile. And she was a smiley woman and happy all the time. Nice. Because she loved cooking and she always gathered people together. So I was a kid, I was about 8 years old, and every day my grandmother is preparing the food, and she used to call me, Tarek, come over here, squeeze me some lemon, put them in this cup, for example. She used to give me a bowl. Okay, after I squeeze the lemon, put me some pomegranate molasses, a little bit of vinegar, and then one more ingredient that Rola doesn't use, but we use it. Mash me some garlic and put me some garlic in it. And then I mix, that's the whole dressing. So basically, that's what this thing is. And then after chopping, I sit down, chop lettuce, chop this, chop that. And then we put them in the bowl together. She pours the whole dressing that I put in. And then she pours a little bit of olive oil on it, mix it, and then add the pita chip. And my gosh, I lick my fingers and I drink the juice afterward.
Oh, the juice is the best part, actually.
Especially
if you add garlic to it.
Yeah. And this is the reason why I dedicated the name of Teta Foods. And this is the dressing, my grandmother's recipe, the Teta Food Fattoush dressing.
I'm not just saying that it's a really great, like instead of having to eyeball the dressing, all that, you just close your eyes and add Teta Foods Fattoush. It's delicious, honestly.
I personally use it at home too. Now it's because I'm making it with the ingredients that I believe in. The only ingredients that as a matter of fact, even the pomegranate molasses, we make it at our own factory. The lemon juice is the only thing. I cannot squeeze fresh lemons for making hundreds of gallons. So we're using lemon juice concentrate in it.
Wow.
So I think we really enjoyed learning about these recipes and enjoyed meeting Rola and telling us about her story, how she acquired her passion for cooking. And I want to thank you so much for coming joining me on this podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. I enjoyed every minute of it. You really have a nice thing going here with those dressings. I was going to tell you the fattoush dressing. I also use it for my marinades. I marinate chicken in it.
That's nice to know.
I add a little bit to the rice because sometimes we like the rice to mix with the salad dressing.
Yeah.
So sometimes I just add it to the rice and eat it.
Yeah.
It's really good. And I love how you care so much about like fresh ingredients that go into each bottle because it's, with the busy lifestyle we have, we all want to cook healthy and authentically. But sometimes you can't help but take shortcuts.
Yeah.
Because of life's demands. And I'm glad at least we have something here that you don't compromise the quality of the ingredients by using Teta Foods. So thank you for having me. And I hope we see more of you on the shelves.
Yeah, I would like to have her again for more different other recipes. Hopefully, maybe sometime we'll make some shawarma, real shawarma.
That'd be amazing.
Things.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you again for watching this podcast and looking forward again to the next one. Thank you for visiting our podcast. Please subscribe to it to avoid missing future episodes and leave us a review to help others find us. If you have any questions or topics that you would like to discuss, please email them to productinfo@tetafoods.com.